Cole, how do you sum it up? You've been the youngest player in the league all year long, put up some pretty decent numbers, played the whole year. How do you sum it up as you begin to look back on what you just went through?
I mean, yeah, it's pretty tough to, sum it up right now. It's going to probably take a couple days for me to just evaluate my season and evaluate our season as a group, and then kind of just go from there. But pretty happy with how things worked out, and individually, I thought I held my ground pretty good, and tried to help out in any way I could. And especially these last little stretch here, with guys being out, I feel like I've got a little more opportunity on the defensive side, and try to take advantage of that, and hopefully down the road I can do that as well.
Yeah, it seems like the last 10 games in particular, you really kind of started really feeling maybe better than you have all year. Was that in fact the case?
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say these last, 10, 15, 20 games, just get a little more opportunity, and when that happens, you get a little more confident with the puck, and just get more comfortable, more relaxed, and just maybe feels like the game kind of slows down for you a little bit. But I was happy with not only how I played these last 20 games or whatever, but how our group played. I thought we competed hard.
Go back a year from right now. You weren't drafted. You're a 17-year-old kid. Would you ever have envisioned this being the way the next year would have gone for you?
It's tough to say. My mindset after the draft was, obviously I want to make the NHL as soon as I can. That's just kind of the person I am, right? To have that mentality. If the first person was to believe that I could play in the NHL the year later was me, then that wouldn't have happened, right? So, but looking back on it, I probably honestly wouldn't have thought that I was going to do it. So.
Hey Cole, I think it was Jean-Luc Grandpierre who said last night you played as many games this year as you have the previous two combined. I'm just wondering how empty the tank is, and now that you've made it past the finish line, what do you feel like? Do you realize how tired you are? Or?
I'm young. Tank's not too empty, honestly. But yeah, no, it's a lot of games for sure. Season got cut short when I was 16. I was my first year junior, then obviously scrambling to find a place to play, and then Sioux Falls opened me up with their arms, and got to play 30 games there. But it's weird. That the different paths to junior. I think my junior path was obviously different than most people's, and I didn't even know that stat actually. That's crazy how I've already played as many NHL games as junior games. But I feel pretty good. Obviously would be ready for 28 more if that was the case.
Yes. Yeah, sure you're looking to get to the off season and some downtime right now, but when it gets time to come back to camp and next year, how much do you think the experience that you went through this year plays into that, as far as you just hitting the ground running and knowing what to expect and things like that?
Yeah, I think it's huge for my off season too. My training, knowing where I need to be, strength wise, and just little things in my game where I need to work on. So when I do come to camp next year and in those preseason games, just like you said, hit the ground running, and then just to kind of pick up where I left off, but even more.
Yeah. Depending on what stat site you look at, I believe you led the team in individual scoring chances this year. Did it feel throughout the season like you had a lot of opportunities to score goals, and that you're getting yourself in the right positions, and how encouraging is that, looking forward, knowing that you're going to be a year older and with more experience?
Yeah, that's a stat I didn't know. I think as the year went on, what I learned was if you can beat guys away from the puck when you don't have it, like if you can maybe get on the inside of a guy and then give yourself an opportunity maybe to get the puck and give it back, just little stuff like that, then you're going to create more opportunities for yourself. And I think Bjorky does it really well. He away from the puck, he kind of gets in the insides, and that's a guy that I've been watching throughout the year on how he does it. And he's continued to score goals all year, and a really good goal scorer for us. So that's something I've learned, and I think that is maybe why I've been having some chances. And but it's different. Not all of my chances have came in off of like breakaways or 2-on-1s and stuff like that. Just little quick little plays. Like the one at kind of Tampa, just sitting in front of the net and then get a chance there, and lucky enough it goes in. You have to find different ways to score in this league.
What kind of goals do you have for the offseason? Do you have any kind of areas that you'd like to work on this offseason?
Yeah, I think my first step, quickness and explosiveness. The game is so fast nowadays. It's not so it's more fast, how fast you can go from here to here to here to here, not just straight line speed. So that darty quickness, right? So I think, if I can continue to add that to my game and just little cutbacks and, beating guys one-on-one that way and, maybe getting on the inside of guys just with that, first the quickness. I mean, guys like McKinnon or the Johnny Gaudreaus, I mean, see the years they're having and just their skating and their just ability to be so mobile. I think that's something, where I can really add to my game.
How much did your anticipation grow over the season? Like just
Anticipation has.
anticipating plays, where the puck's going to be, things like that. I mean,
Yeah, I think that's something you learn throughout the year, and I mean, you learn with the guys you're playing with too. You kind of get more comfortable and get a feel and build chemistry, and then you kind of know where they're going to be on the ice or know kind of their tendencies. And yeah, I mean, I feel like it's grown a lot over the year, and then hopefully, it continues that down the road.
Cole, it is a look at the future here, the last couple of games where you were able to play with Kent Johnson a little bit. Just what was your early impression of being able to play with him, and what do you feel like it's going to make him a special player?
Yeah, I mean, obviously his skill set is, tremendous. I mean, you saw some of the plays he made. I mean, the one that stands out to me is that just the poise he had, and then faked it, and then just slid it over to Jake, and then Jake had a wide open net. I mean, just plays like that. I mean, everyone's seen his college hockey highlights, and he's just a great player, great person, and we're really good friends already. So that's something that's important to me is the off ice, and he'll be a really good player.
As young as you are, at the end of the season, you had guys making their NHL debuts, like Nick and Kent, Carson. What was that experience like that maybe they're coming to you to ask questions about the NHL?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, when those or blanks, guys like that, asking me some questions, I mean, some of my answers were, I don't know if that's a question for me yet, because, I'm still learning as well and still trying to, become, more comfortable with the league. So, I mean, just kind of deflect their questions to a guy like, maybe Rostovic, or a guy that's been in the league for a little while. But yeah, it's just kind of neat how, those guys are older than me, and they're, asking me some questions. It's funny.
how much are you looking forward to just reconvening with the family?
A lot, yeah. My brothers they're my best friends, so I can't wait to see them. They left for school early, or for like the month of August, so I haven't seen them since then. And then over Christmas, they had their own stuff going on, and obviously we couldn't really go anywhere. So I'm really looking forward to playing some golf with them and hanging out with my mom and dad and seeing my dog.
How much does that mean to you that they took the time to sign Owen up in Cleveland and have him in the organization like that?
Yeah, I think I think that's a great signing by them. I think if you look at Owen's path, he's earned everything that has been given to him. I mean, he's been a guy that didn't play his first year at junior until he was 18, and then a little bit late developer, didn't play his first year in college until he was 21, and then every year in college he got better and better, and he's a very complete player and a very responsible player. And kind of every team he's been on, he's been a leader, a captain, and I think that's what stands out to me. And I think that one day he's going to work himself up in the National Hockey League.
We're Sillinger brothers on an NHL roster. Right?
That'd be pretty special, yeah.
Where do you feel like this team put itself when we talk about next year?
Yeah, I think we had a good foundation of ourselves on our work ethic and our compete, and just a team that's never going to go away. I mean, if you look at our wins this year, I think it was 20 some of them, or 22, 23 of them were all from behind. So I think it just goes to show our compete and kind of the guys we have in the locker room just never giving up. And I think that foundation is huge for us. And then just with the new guys coming in next year, obviously, bring that culture into them. And then it's really, I'm really looking forward to it. It's an exciting future.
What kind of dog you got?
It's my parents' dog, and it's a Boston Terrier. So yeah, they just got it this summer. Her name's Nori.
Nori?
Yeah, she's super cute. Yeah.
I want to see his brother tonight. What's the schedule